The nurse smiled at the baby in her arms and said, "Your baby is healthy." But the mother's eyes were not on the baby. They were on the nurse's name tag. "It isn't my baby," she whispered, her voice shaking. The nurse frowned and was about to speak when the mother rushed out of the delivery room, startling everyone inside. Moments later, the doctor walked out with the same baby in his arms. He noticed the woman standing by the window, still holding her baby. The doctor walked up to her and asked, "Why didn't you bring your baby in?" The mother shook her head, tears streaming down her face. "That's not my baby," she cried. The doctor was confused. He looked at the baby in his arms and then at the woman. He could see the resemblance. They were definitely mother and child, but why did she think that it wasn't her baby? And why did the nurse have a different name tag on? He went back into the delivery room and called for the nurse. When she arrived, he asked her, "Why did you give this baby to that woman?" The nurse was scared. She knew that she had made a mistake, but she couldn't remember why. All she remembered was the look in the baby's eyes. The doctor examined the baby and found nothing wrong. He brought him back to the mother. "Take your baby," he said gently. As the mother cradled the baby, she looked up at the doctor and whispered, "His eyes, they're black, and he doesn't blink." The doctor was shocked. He leaned closer to the baby and realized with horror that the baby's eyes were indeed black and lifeless. But how could this be? He had examined the baby just moments before, and everything was fine. He rushed to the computer and pulled up the baby's file. He scrolled through the pages, his eyes scanning for any abnormalities. Finally, he found it. The baby was born without a heartbeat. He was technically dead. Someone had brought him to the hospital in the hopes that the doctors could somehow revive him. But there was nothing they could do. The only question was, who brought the baby to the hospital and why? The police were called, and an investigation began. It turned out that the baby belonged to a cult. They believed that the baby was the Antichrist, and that he was destined to bring them power and glory. The mother was a member of the cult, and she had given the baby to the nurse because she wanted him to be raised in a normal family. The nurse, who was also a member of the cult, agreed to take the baby, but she couldn't go through with it. So she switched the babies. As for the real baby, well, no one knows what happened to him. Some say he's out there somewhere, living a normal life. Others say he's dead.